Hola clase. Today I'm going to talk about how to create things into forma yo. So when we talk about putting something into forma yo, it means we take off the ending of a word, the AR, ER, or IR, and we put an O instead. That makes it I wake up instead of, for example, I to wake up. Sometimes there's an extra step, and an extra step is when there is the letters SE at the end. SE is called reflexivo. Reflexivo just means when you see those letters SE at the end, it means it's an activity you do to yourself. So despertarse means to wake up, so you wake yourself up. Peinarse means to brush or to comb, so you comb your own hair. If there's no SE on the end, you don't need to worry about it. You just take off your last two letters and you put an O. But if there is an SE on the end, we have to take those letters off and the AR, ER, or IR letters off. The SE letters, however, do not simply disappear. They go into the front of the word as me for myself. So me despierto, I wake myself up. Me visto, I get myself dressed. So in this activity or in this tutorial, I'm going to explain how you get to that answer based on the steps that you can follow. So here are some examples of different sentences. I wake up, I get dressed, I go to school. Now notice these are not all reflexivos, meaning having the letters SE at the end, or to do something to yourself. I wake up, despertarse. I know that's a reflexivo because it has the letters SE at the end. So in order to form my sentence to say I wake up, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my pointer thingy here, is I'm going to get rid of the letters SE. And instead of being there, I'm going to put them in the front over here as may. And then I'm going to get rid of my last two letters, and I'm going to put an O. In this case, you're also going to see that there's a spelling change. So your answer, to make it sound correct, is me despierto. So the next one we're looking at is vestirse, to say I get dressed. So once again, get rid of this. You're going to take off the letters SE, and those are going to reappear here as may, take off letters IR, and you're going to put an O on the end instead. So your correct answer is going to be me visto. Again, note this one just has a little spelling change, so that instead of saying me vesto, we say me visto. The next one is a weird one. First thing I can tell you is that it is not a reflexivo. So if you're looking here, it's not irse, it's just ir. And ir is a weird word in Spanish. To change to say I go, only thing that happens is it changes to yo voy. So that's yo voy a la escuela. That one's a little bit different. So now the next one for I brush my teeth, we're back to reflexivos. So again, I know that because you have the letters SE here. So those go off and they turn into something else in the front. The AR comes off and turns into an O. So your correct answer should be me cepillo los dientes. I'm going to have you pause the video now, and I want you to try to do the next two on your own. So remember, your steps are thinking about, is it reflexivo or is it not? And what do I do to change the answer? So go ahead and pause me, and when you are ready to continue, unpause and check your answer. So hopefully you just paused. Here are the correct answers. I eat dinner, you simply take off the last two letters and put an O, so your answer becomes yo seno. For I shower, you should have taken off your last two letters SE and changed those into something in the front, and your letters AR and put something as and put the last letter as an O. So your answer should be me ducho. This last one we're going to skip because we can't see it on my screen. So hopefully this gave you an introduction of how to change words to forma yo to make them say, I do an activity, because in Spanish we have to change the word to match who is doing the activity. We call this conjugation. Please email me if you need any help, and I will re-explain this one-on-one at any time you need. Adios.